Now I'm going to show you how to use the control strips on the 68 to scroll through your crates and your tracks and load tracks to each deck. At the top of the control strip on each side, you see these scroll knobs. The left scroll knob loads deck A. The right knob will load deck B. Either knob will scroll through your crates or tracks just the same. But remember, the left one loads the left deck and the right one loads the right deck. Now to scroll through my crates, I just need to turn one of the scroll knobs. And you can see in Scratch Live it's scrolling up and down through my crates. Now to get to the tracks inside the crate, I just need to push down on the scroll knob. Now the focus is inside that crate, so I can scroll up and down through my tracks. And again, I can scroll with either one of the scroll knobs. To load this track to the right deck, I need to press down on the scroll knob on the right side of the control strip. And you can see it loads that track to the right deck. Now if I want to scroll up to a different track and load it to my left deck, I just turn either one of the scroll knobs. And now to load it to the left deck, I want to press down on the scroll load knob on the left control strip. Now if I want to load that same track to the right deck, then I need to press down on the scroll load knob on the right control strip, just like we did before. Now to get back to the crates, if I want to scroll to another crate, I need to hit the back button above the scroll load knob. That will switch the focus back to my crates and let me scroll to another crate. Now let's go to Scratch Live and click on our Files tab. If you have your Files window open, you can use the back button and the scroll knob to scroll through your files. Let's press down on the scroll knob to get back into our tracks. Now when I hit the back button, it jumps into my music library. Now I can use the knob to scroll down to different folders or hard drives. And when I get to the one I want, if I just press down on the knob, it jumps over into the next column. Now I can scroll down to another folder, press down on the knob, and it'll go to the next column and let me scroll through there. When I want to get back, just press the back button, and I can step backwards through the previous search files. Now that's how you search through your hard drives, scroll up and down through your crates and your tracks, and load them to the different decks within Scratch Live using the Rane 68 mixer. Now let's say I have 4 sources hooked up and I want to load tracks to my secondary decks. What you do is press the Layer Shift button on the top left of the mixer, and that button will turn from orange to red, letting me know that now I'm controlling my secondary decks. Now when I press down on the Load A knob, it's going to load that song to my secondary deck on the left side, which I have set as deck 1.
Also notice the white outlines around the top and bottom decks, decks 1 and 4, my selected secondary decks. These outlines will flash around whichever 2 decks, primary or secondary, that are selected by the Layer Shift button, and will also let you know which 2 decks will be affected by the load buttons, as well as the cue point buttons and loop controls in the control strips.
And while the Layer Shift knob is still red, indicating it's in secondary mode, I can press down on the Load scroll knob on the right and load that track to my secondary deck on the right side, which I have set as deck 4. That's how you can use the scroll and load knobs and back buttons to search through your hard drives, scroll through your crates and your tracks, and load them to the different decks.